Hello and welcome students to the SRBPS virtual classroom program. I am your biology educator Prerna Rathi. I hope you are all making complete use of our YouTube channel. Now let us come and see what I have got for you today. In the last class, we were discussing about facilitated diffusion. Let us continue from there. Facilitated diffusion, children, is a passive type of movement where there is no energy required, but there has to be a proper concentration gradient so that the molecules can be transported by transport proteins that are present in the plasma membrane help in the passive movement of substances. Symport is a molecule where a protein molecule which allows the movement of two molecules in the same direction. Antiport allows the movement of substances in the opposite direction, whereas uniport allows only one substance or one molecule to cross it. As you can see in this particular diagram, let us see. Uniport only allows one substance to go, antiport A को अंदर B को बाहर. Symport, sim means together, both the things are going in the same direction. I hope everybody has understood the concept of antiport, symport and uniport. Now let us come to the active transport. What do you mean by active transport? जहाँ पर भी ATP, जहाँ पर भी energy expenditure होगा, that type of transport is known as active transport. For example, द अपटेक ऑफ डिजॉल्व मिनरल्स, जो वाटर में डिजॉल्व मिनरल्स होते हैं उसका अपटेक कैसा रहता है? एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट. सेल सैप विच इज प्रेजेंट विद इन द रूट हेयर बिकम्स मोर कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड. जैसे ही वो फर्स्ट टाइम अब्जॉर्ब करता है उसकी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बढ़ जाती है. सो नाउ इट हैज़ टू क्रॉस the root hair or the root epidermis against the gradient, which is not possible without the expenditure of energy. Active transport uses energy to pump molecules against the concentration gradient. This active transport is also carried out by the help of membrane proteins, and these membrane proteins which use energy for the transport are known as pumps. Fine. Now let us discuss how the transpiration pull helps in xylem transport. The flow of water upward through the xylem in plants is because of transpiration pull. Now there are two other forces that help in this movement. The cohesion. The force between the xylem vessel and water molecules, xylem and water, ये जो force होती है, this force is called the adhesion force. Unlike molecules के बीच में जो force होती है, that's called the adhesion force. और water molecules के बीच में जो force of attraction होती है, that's called cohesive force. Both these forces are very important for the movement of water molecules. So that's how the water molecules will be moved up by the transpiration pull. Let's see in the next diagram. Can you see? जब भी यहाँ स्टोमाटा से water loss होगा तो ये क्या बना लेगा? कैपिलरी एक्शन के थ्रू पूरे water को आगे pull कर लेगा. Let's see in the next diagram, which is even a clearer diagram. Can you see these blue dots which show the movement of water, children? जैसे ही स्टोमाटा से पानी निकलेगा ये stream आगे स्टैटिक प्रेशर है जो फैसिलिटेट करता है द मूवमेंट ऑफ जाइलम सैप. अलॉन्ग विद इट क्या एक और फोर्स क्या लग रही है? नीचे से रूट प्रेशर. सो ट्रांसपिरेशन पुल एंड द रूट प्रेशर टुगेदर हेल्प इन द मूवमेंट ऑफ एसेंट ऑफ सैप. ओके चिल्ड्रन, now let us discuss translocation. Translocation क्या होता है बेटा? It is the bulk movement. दोनों xylem phloem में जो bulk movement होती है water या photosynthetically prepared food की, that is known as translocation. Translocation is basically change of place. कैसे कोई भी चीज़ एक जगह से दूसरी जगह transport हो जाती है in a plant. Higher plants, children, have complex vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. Xylem is associated mainly with the transport of water, mineral salts, and organic nitrogen and certain hormones which are synthesized in the plant itself. Phloem on the other hand translocates the organic and inorganic solutes. Apart from that, the photosynthetically prepared food which mainly consists of glucose and cellulose. Okay, so that is transported by the help of phloem. Can you see here how the phloem, can you see these dots? This is how the food is moved inside the phloem. Let us now discuss this passage clearly by the help of a flow chart. This is known as the mass flow hypothesis. It is very important. Now let us discuss all the steps one by one. सबसे पहले क्या होता है, फ्लोएम में मूवमेंट होती है फ्रॉम सोर्स टू सिंक. एक सोर्स मॉलिक्यूल्स एक सोर्स सेल से कहाँ पर जाएगा, सिंक सेल में. लेट अस इमेजिन द सोर्स सेल राइट नाउ इज द मीजोफिल सेल, जहाँ पर फूड सिंथेसाइज हुआ है. ये शुगर जो है किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी, सुक्रोज में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी. सुक्रोज जो है कंपेनियन सेल से कहाँ पहुँच जाएगा, सपोज ये आपका फ्लोएम वेसल है, यहाँ कंपेनियन सेल्स है और ये आपके सीव ट्यूब सेल्स हैं. सीव ट्यूब सेल्स में शुगर हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन बना लेगा. उस सॉल्यूशन को डाइल्यूट करने के लिए इसके पैरेलल जो जाइलम वेसल रन कर रहा है, इट इज गोइंग टू गिव सम वाटर बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ ऑस्मोसिस. यहाँ पर अब क्या होगा, ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर राइज करेगा. ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर राइज करने से जहाँ लो ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर है, ट्रांसलोकेट हो जाएगा फूड वहाँ पर. ठीक है बेटा. As soon as it reaches the sink, it is transported into the sink, and now again the osmotic potential of your phloem will drop. This will lead to the movement of water back to the xylem. The water will now move back to the xylem. I hope you have all understood what I taught you and you are making complete use of this YouTube channel. Until next time, take care, study hard. Goodbye, children.